welcome to Lifeonmaxx, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about, getting ready for 2025. I usually don't do live videos, or I actually don't even do too many videos, so nice to be with you guys, and I'm going to start doing this more in 2025, but this is just going to be the first of many. The whole purpose of me even doing the videos that I do is so that I could take you guys along my journey as an entrepreneur, as a creator, just discovering things that I have learned. Um, so often I see people hug onto information or they don't share information people are trying to learn on a daily basis. So you could be like walking around with people talking to them. They could know the difficulties that you're having for a particular situation. They could actually have the solution and still not even give it to you. So here I want to share the information that I discover along my journey to help you guys on your journey. And that's a real big thing for me because I just feel as though like I just did not have that village that I always desired. And still even now at the point in my life that I am, I still don't have the support that I truly desire. So without being too bitter about it and complaining about what I don't have, I have just been trying to down on what can I do. And remembering that when I get into those rooms, into that house that I so desire, that I'm going to open windows and doors for other people in many ways that wasn't open for me. So as I go through certain things, you guys are going to learn from me. And if you guys think there are things that I should be discovering or looking into, please share with me, comment so that I can start doing my own research on my end and then come educate you guys. So today what I want to do or what I want to try to get set up is just how can we start a 2025 in a positive way, because we have less than, I think we have like 6 days left in 2024. And so many times I hear people talk about like, what am I leaving in 2024? And to be honest, there are like so many things I'm gonna leave. Like I need to concentrate on like what am I taking into 2024, not what I'm leaving. So my purpose today, before I kind of like get us set up into rolling, running, and learning for 2025, is just to talk about 2024 and how you guys can reflect to take the positive into 2025. So if I were you, I'd just write down like the hard lessons that you learned. And then think about it and figure out if those things that you learn are something that you have fully gotten the message from or you feel you still need to develop. And that would be a great way for you to figure out, is that something you're gonna put on still your to-do list or it is an accomplished list. Now, I've heard in the past like some people talk about and it's like people who have made it in their life or to a point where I would love to be. They talk about a lot of the books that they read, they prefer to read a book 4 times than to add another book to the shelf and still not have the information that is valid or valuable, from that book that's shelved. So what I want to remind you guys is why a lot of people concentrate on what they're going to forget. You need to think of what you've gained, what worked for you, and how can that work better in 2025. Some of the things that I've personally had to work on for myself is, just my emotions, and I'm a female, regardless of being a female. I think I've just like reached a plateau of roller coaster rides on how I handle certain things. So I worked really hard on that through this year and through self-discovery of just understanding like what makes me mad, what makes me angry, what am I triggered by, like being in situations that I prefer versus, being in ones that I do not, and then being like surprised that I'm exploding. I'm exploding because I am not comfortable with the situation. I don't want to be in these situations, so take myself out of it. I have also been trying to learn how to allow people, and this is like a rule that I haven't quite learned it yet. So I've met people who are younger than me who can come into a room and allow a person to have their own freedom, will, or speech, or however they're expressing themselves, and be okay with it even if it's nonsense. And I'm just not there yet. Like I just came from the point where I just dug myself out of a hole of quicksand, and now that I'm on this like ledge of like solid sand, it kind of sucks to see people in a ditch and then whilst they're like, yo, just leave them there. So it's never been me and it's still not a part of me, but I'm trying to learn how to let people be and accept their being, but also respectfully voice my opinion so it don't seem like I'm shoving it down their throat. Yeah. Because I'm so that person who's like, here's this information, you should do this, you should do that. And to a sense, I could understand why it becomes overwhelming for somebody else who's working with me because I am just pelting solutions, hoping that something that I'm giving you from all the experiences that I've had would allow you to be like, you know what, I love this idea more, so I'm going to take that and roll with it. And that's just the type of person that I am because I came from a safety background. So when I am mitigating a risk, like I have to look at all of my options. I put them all on the table and then I choose the best one. So I operate with life in such motives under like that lens that I have still not even gotten off of that. So aside from, pointing out the things that you've done really well and moving with that into 2025 versus, pointing out just like the things you're going to just leave there. Another thing that you can do is set yourself up by starting a budget or to do list of the things you want to accomplish. And what I have found that works best for me is if I have an accountability partner, which I do not have right now, but if I had an accountability partner, then that's the person that I can go to talk about my stuff. I spent a lot of 2024 talking about things that I did not accomplish. So 2025 is going to be about doing versus talking about what I'm doing. And then once I do it, I will be allowed to talk about it as like a reward for, yeah, you did it. Why? Because, it takes so much effort to do something. It's easier said than done. And I want to get it done. I don't want to just be that person who speaks. That's just not what a point in my life where I want to be or stay. So I've been there and now I need to try to elevate to that next level of actually getting my dreams done. With that being said, I've had to like stop and think about like financials and how am I gonna budget and what do I want to do and would that work for my budget, and if it doesn't, then what else can I do to make it work for me in my situation. And something that I learned in 2024 was how to make money, and that was great. I learned how to make hundreds of dollars, I learned how to make thousands, but I haven't learned how to do that thousand by 10 or just by keep multiplying it over and over. I haven't learned how to do that. I know how to make hundreds, but I don't know how to make thousands yet. So this year we want to work on all the projects that I'm working on. How do I put it out as a creator and make money from my efforts? So I have done like a lot of research by listening to other people who have done it, and YouTube University is like my haven. So now I'm gonna try to put this to work and see if you guys can be in my journey because it's such an important thing to me having struggled so hard that I refuse to leave somebody behind. No child left behind is definitely one of rules that are so dear to my heart. So um I'm definitely gonna work on that and see if I can pull y'all on the journey. And as I go through it, if you guys see things that y'all are doing on your end that you want to share with me, please do. So this is more going to be community based and for us to grow as individuals together, not so much as just do your do. You could if you want to, but I want to learn. And without having that support, it's kind of hard to get through loopholes that you don't know information about. So let's lean on each other and try to guide each other through certain parts that is not our forte so that we can get back to that plateau ground where we could all try to like walk that same ground, right? So whether I'm running or you're walking, it doesn't matter. I just want to be pulled, right? And I'm gonna try to pull all of us along this journey. And some of the first things I want to talk about is like financial education because it was something that was not taught to me, and I think it is one of the biggest things to allow you to just kind of get to the next journey as business and in your entrepreneurial life and the successes that you can have. So we'll talk all about the breakdown of owning a business and should you even have an LLC and an S corp, a C corp, and all those things, and what do they mean. Uh, I'm just gonna touch on everything that I have to touch on. So this is gonna be basically a blog about my life and my journey to whatever I'm doing right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and welcome.